Welcome to Triangle Twang, a folk and bluegrass venue tour. Hear the twang of many Triangle native folk and bluegrass bands along this tour that is sweet on the ears and the taste buds. Raleigh, Chapel Hill, Carrboro, and Durham have a long-term relationship with folk and bluegrass music. There is an abundance of gifted roots musicians residing in the North Carolina Piedmont region, some of whom are not even known beyond their local communities. Many of these community musicians perform stories, songs, tunes, and styles that have been passed down to them through generations. With many different bluegrass events held in Oak City and the surrounding area, the Tar Heel region is famously home to the International Bluegrass Music Association's Wide Open Bluegrass Festival. With this tour, you'll be able to see locations historic and new that hold North Carolina and the world's favorite bluegrass and folk musicians. Each stop on the tour is paired with a locally owned restaurant designed to make this tour not only sweet to your ears, but giving you a real taste of the Triangle as well. Our first stop is Beer and Banjos. Beer and Banjos is a weekly music series focused on traditional and acoustic music from the region of North Carolina and the Appalachian Mountains, happening every Tuesday at the Raleigh Times Bar. You'll know that you have arrived when you see the twinkly lights on the Raleigh Times rooftop patio and hear the picking of artists like Fireside Collective, based out of Asheville, North Carolina. It's mostly local artists that play at this venue, and the Raleigh Times wants anyone who loves bluegrass to come and hang out, talk with other music lovers, and enjoy the sounds that come from the unique bluegrass instruments. Try the Raleigh Times braised pork burrito while you're there. Red Hat Amphitheater in the heart of downtown Raleigh is the site of the infamous IBMA Wide Open Bluegrass Festival. It holds 3,700 people and has heard more picking and strumming than the Appalachian Mountains. If you happen to stop during the Bluegrass Festival, you might run into the likes of world-famous bluegrass musician and band Alison Krauss at Union Station, or SNL alum Steve Martin, who have performed here previously and in the past year. We recommend eating some of Beasley's famous chicken and waffles before the show. Our next stop is Louise Scotty Stevenson Amphitheater. This historic venue's wooden stage has seen many fiddles, banjos, and mandolins in its day. It's located in the Raleigh Rose Garden and right beside the Raleigh Little Theater. It's one of the venues used for the IBMA Wide Open Bluegrass Festival, known more recently, and also the Hopscotch Music Festival. However, this stage has held the one and only Andy Griffith back in its beginning days. We suggest taking a walk in the Rose Garden after you view the amphitheater. Grab a Snoopy's hot dog and have a picnic out there while the band plays. Our last stop is Cat's Cradle. In Carrboro, Cat's Cradle is one of the Triangle's most popular venues. It frequently sees very popular folk trio Mipso and duet Mandolin Orange, who both formed while attending UNC Chapel Hill, which is less than a mile from Cat's Cradle. Designed to show off upcoming artists, it also makes way for an intimate setting to feel like the band is in your living room. It gives you a little bit more intimacy than Red Hat Amphitheater, which seats thousands of people. While you're in Carrboro, we recommend going downtown Chapel Hill to Franklin Street and going to Sutton's Drugstore and getting a homemade cherry Coke. A fun fact about Carrboro: a long time ago there was a lady named Elizabeth Cotton from there who created her finger-picked guitar style called the Piedmont Blues. We hope you have enjoyed this tour of folk and bluegrass venues in Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill. The history of this genre of music is something that the Triangle holds very dear and that is really deep embedded in its roots. And so we hope that you've gotten a taste of that today and you feel like you've gone home knowing a little bit more and inspired to pick up that guitar in your garage.
By the way, it must be Carolina, reminding us of how we ought to be. It must be Carolina calling me. Calling me. Thanks so much, everybody. From Mipso. We'll see you next time.